What is going on, my beautiful peoples? Or should I say, how you be? How you been 2023? We are on the road, headed to our location so we can pull over and have a conversation. Today, we're going to talk about what does frustration mean to you? And we're going to delve into this just a little bit more. But before we get started, let's show our silver and gold members some love with our intro B-roll. What is going on, my beautiful peoples? I hope everybody is doing well. I think we're going through a bad spot. Matter of fact, I know we're going through a bad spot. Let's see if we can get through here and it pick back up. Hope everybody's having a great day. It has been an interesting day for me, but we are here now to have us a good old conversation. And I think that it's going to be an enjoyable conversation. That's just my perspective on it. But I'm anxious to know how you feel about the subject of our live stream. Hopefully the signal's holding off just long enough for us to get through Egypt and return to civilization amongst the regulars, you know what I mean? The everyday peoples, because where I work is out in Egypt, boy, you know what I mean? Ain't nothing out there. But we make, okay, there we go. We picking back up. So hopefully everybody's having a great day. Hopefully everybody's enjoyed their day. We appreciate you coming through. Y'all know how we do. We come up with these topics and subjects as things arise. Now, what I will say is this, that I probably should say more often. If there is a particular subject that is of interest to you that you would like us to discuss in one of our live streams, by all means, you can either send us an email or you can go to our website and it will take you to a form where you can fill out some information and send it to us, because we always like to talk about different things and the things that people enjoy, along with the other things that come up. We got peoples in the house. We got my buddy Tracy, Palace Perfumes and Panning is in the building. I saw Carly Gesha earlier. We got my buddy, part of our mod squad, Anne Marie Love XX is in the building. How are you doing, sis? We just making this trek. You know what I mean? Making this trek. We're gonna get pulled over. We're going to pull over and have a conversation. We are not going to get pulled over because that is a whole different situation that we don't need right now. We don't need that right now. So everybody has different levels of frustration. Everybody has different things that are sources of frustration because everybody's different. You take like for instance, take Little Man. Little Man is incredibly respectful and incredibly humble and just a good kid. But I can tell when he's frustrated about something, even if he knows that he can't say anything about it, because to say something about it might come across as disrespectful. I'll give you an example. If Little Man says, can we play football in the front yard tomorrow? And I tell him yes, but then I call him tomorrow during the day and tell him that I can't because something came up and I'm gonna be late for work, or something like that. He's going to be frustrated because to him, playing football is of the utmost importance. Now, to me, because I'm doing the best I can to provide for everyone, work is of the utmost importance. Now, it's just a matter of perspective because the things that are important to him, I may not have the luxury of allowing those things to be as important to me as they may be to him, if that makes sense. And it's the same way for everybody. Different things are more important because of our circumstances and so on and so forth. So that's just kind of how we getting this thing started as we build this conversation. We got my buddy K Ain't Press. Good to see you, sis. Thank you for coming through. We appreciate you. My buddy Carleen Gesha came through. What's good, sis? How are you doing? Tracy, Palace Perfumes and Panning. How are you doing, sis? Thank you for coming through. There goes my buddy Anne Marie Love XX. What's going on, sis? How you doing? It's good to see you too, sis. It's good to see you too. Everybody speaking and showing love, trying to make sure I don't miss anybody. Yeah, facts. We having us a good conversation. We got Mr. Everywhere in the building, aka Scratching Pete. PA is here, y'all. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So we're trying out a new little camera angle, and the cool thing is we have all this equipment, and I'm trying to learn how to use it a little bit better. So I figured for this particular live stream, we'll take a good portion of it, and I'll show you kind of the hustle and bustle of this little itty bitty place in which I live. And then a little bit later on, we'll put the camera on me and we'll have us, we'll keep the conversation going. Everybody's different. The things that matter to everybody is different. But it doesn't matter the source. Frustration is still frustration. Little Man is just as frustrated about not being able to play football as I am if somebody messed with my paycheck. Because the source doesn't matter, but the frustration itself is the same. So the question is, what do we do with frustration? How do we handle it? What can we do? so on and so forth. So I'd love to get some comments from those in the chat. Let me know what you think about this subject of frustration, how you handle it. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. And then I'm gonna drop the link as well, just in case anybody wants to come up. So we'll drop that in the chat. So this whole conversation about frustration. I'll give you a prime example. I was at work today and things didn't go quite the way that I wanted them to go. And I got pretty frustrated within myself. Now, I had to ask myself, why was I so frustrated? Now, the reason that I was frustrated is because what I was doing, I wanted it to be a success. And I knew that I had a limited time frame to work with. So I did everything in my power to make it a success. Now, this is the thing. I had to recognize that the frustration was a good thing because it meant that I cared about what I was doing. Because you don't get frustrated over things that you don't care about. Let's see. I'm going to switch the camera for a little bit, and then maybe we'll switch back in a minute. Yeah. So you don't get frustrated over things that don't matter to you, over things that aren't important. Those things don't often easily frustrate you. Now, the things that matter the most, those are the things that often get under your skin, frustrate you, because ultimately you want to see this thing work. So you get frustrated because it's not where you want it to be right now, or this hasn't happened the way that you thought that it was going to happen and the way that you saw it happening in your mind. So I'm sharing this because we often look at frustration with a negative connotation. Being frustrated means that I've done something wrong. Being frustrated means that I don't know how to be patient. Being frustrated means that I don't appreciate what I already have. Being frustrated means X, Y, Z. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you can be incredibly happy with what you have. Sometimes you can be incredibly glad about the way things are going. Sometimes you can be all of those things, but yet you're frustrated because you know what it could be if things would go right. We got fam in the building, the ATL flippers. What's going on? Thank y'all for coming through. And to get me a sip of this hydration. So, oh, thank you so much, fam. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Your presence alone makes our live stream better. Thank y'all, fam. Thank you. So, it's not always a bad thing. So let's use ATL flippers. Many of us know what it means to flip something, but we may not understand it the way that the ATL flippers do. Prime example. I can go in this gas station and I can buy some candy for $2. I can take that same candy, post it on eBay, and try to sell it for $6. Well, guess what? it's probably not going to sell because of the markup. So when it comes to flipping things, you've got to buy it low so that you can flip it and still have a margin of profit. But all of that doesn't come easy, because you need to get something valuable from someone that doesn't know it's valuable in order to be able to flip it to get value out of it. Now, whatever, house, jewelry, whatever the case may be, that's this concept of flipping. So ATL flippers may get the best thing since sliced bread, as my father used to say. Everything that they want is bought it low, high profit and margin. Everything's going to be great. And now we just got to flip it. So they get it. They know what they got. They got the profit and margin. They put it out there. And it don't move. It doesn't move. No interest, no emails, no phone calls, no nothing. It's as if this thing does not exist. That becomes incredibly frustrating, because now you know what you've got, but it seems like nobody else knows what you've got. Nobody else knows the value of what you have, and that even though you're making a profit, you're still passing on as much savings to them as you can. That becomes frustrating. How do we handle that? So for the ATL flippers, the frustration that they experience and the way that it happens is different for them than, say, for me. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Buy low, sell high. I'm with you, fam. I'm with you. We got my bro ATM Tim in the building. What's popping, fam? How you doing? Thank you for coming through. We appreciate you. We got my bro Paul's Gaming in the building. He's at 241 now. That is what's up. We got people hitting Geek Squad. Go ahead and type that Geek Squad. Get your link dropped. That way everybody can connect with you right here in the live stream and on the replay. Everybody's frustration is different. When I spend 15 minutes coming up with an idea to address an issue at work that's IT related, and everything that I have planned in my brain seems like it makes sense, but I go to implement it and I run into a curveball. That is frustrating. What do I do now? I'm invested in it, but what I've invested, I can't get back because it will not work according to the proper application. What happens now? Everybody has different types of frustration. Everybody deals with different types of frustration. We got my buddy Cheryl in the building. Cruising is fun anytime. What is going on, sis? How are you doing? Thank you for coming through. We appreciate you. There we go. We got people hitting that Geek Squad. That's what I'm talking about. Go ahead, Tim. Do your thing, bro. Do your thing. Everybody's frustration is different. We deal with different things. I mean, we can have us a whole conversation about how content creation within itself is frustrating. I haven't seen your latest live stream, Paul, but I did catch a live stream. I want to say that it was last week. Is that the one you're talking about, or is it something you did in your most recent one? Just let me know. Everybody's frustration is different. You know what I mean? This whole content creation within itself, just from the get-go, is frustrating. Things happen that you don't understand. I put out a video on Facebook, it gets 5,000 views. I put a similar video out on Facebook and it gets 26 views. Why? Why? You see what I'm saying? I catch as many as I can, Pause Gaming. I catch as many as I can. I know I caught one last week, but I have not had a chance to catch one this week. When is the next time you go live, Paul? Let me know. That way I can make sure I'm there. Everybody's frustration is different. You know what I mean? Everybody's dealing with different things. We got different things happening. You got life, as Big Bro Jay at African Dreaming would say. Sometimes life be lifing. You got all of these other external forces. All of these things that you're trying to do while making content. Okay, Paul, you said your next live is tomorrow. What time is it tomorrow? Y'all forgive me, I'm tired. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm tired. Oh, you're doing daily. Okay, got you. Okay, yeah, I can definitely check you out tomorrow, bro. That's not a problem at all. Just let me know what time and I'll make sure to be there. Um, Everybody's frustration is different. We're all dealing with different things. When it comes to content creation, it can be a challenge. Sometimes you feel overwhelmed. Sometimes you want to pull your hair out, whatever the case may be. But you just got to keep going. Okay, 10 a.m. UK time. I got to figure that out. Now, what is. Let me see if I can Google this. Eastern Standard Time to UK time. Okay, so you are 5 hours ahead of me. So right now it is 10:37 your time and 5:37 my time. So you said 10 a.m. So 10 a.m. would make that 10 a.m. for you would be 10 a.m. for you would be fine. That'll be 5 in the morning for me. I'm gonna do the best I can, bro. But at 5 in the morning, I might be grabbing the sheets and trying to catch that last little corner of rest before I gotta get up. But I will definitely do my best to be there. That is for sure. Hey, my buddy Coastal Water, how you doing, sis? Thank you for coming through. We appreciate you. Frustration is different for everybody. You know what I mean? We deal with different types of frustration. We got things going on. Prime example, if you're overly concerned about your numbers, why is this not doing this? And why is that not doing that? When normally this does this and this does that, and I don't understand, and maybe there's something wrong with me. All of these frustrating thoughts that we can have. But we just got to keep pushing, y'all. We just got to keep pushing. The definition of success varies from person to person. Some people say success is XYZ. Some people say success is ABC. But regardless what end of the spectrum you view as success, what I can tell you is this. If we don't become overly frustrated, if we allow ourselves some time to deal with what we're going through, whether it be positive or negative, in the end,
we will win. In the end, we will win. What's going on, my bro Beard? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Thank you for coming through. We appreciate you. So I just wanted to take a few minutes to kind of address this. I know it's going to be a short live stream. I probably got like maybe another 4 or 5 minutes. I do have to run some errands and try to get to the house, but I did have to take this opportunity to at least come and hang out for a little bit. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. How you feeling? How you living? I'm good, bro. Hope you're doing good too. Hope you are doing good too. So yeah, I just want to talk about this concept of frustration. We can't always look at things from just one perspective. And just because it may seem that something is a bad thing, that may not always be the case. There may be a different viewpoint that helps us to help ourselves, if that makes sense. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. I'm so glad. That's what's up. So, in the grand scheme of things, don't become overly frustrated. Is there going to be frustration? Yes. Are you going to have issues from time to time? Yes. But don't become so frustrated that you're not able to accomplish your goals. When the frustration gets to that level, then we have to make adjustments. We have to do things differently. So I'm just saying. That's my quick message for you today. I got like 3 more minutes. I got to run 1 or 2 errands, and then I got to get to the house. But I did want to take some time to go live, to talk a little bit, to explain to you what I'm dealing with, what I'm thinking about, the reasons behind our thumbnails, and what we talked about in the live stream today. You know what I mean? I like to share, y'all. I like to share. And I don't want to see anybody become so frustrated that it's paralyzing or crippling. Because that's not a good thing. That is not a good thing at all. It's just not. So we want to see everybody win. We want to see everybody succeed. We want to see everybody grow. We want to see you reach your full potential. And the only way to do that, it's just like with a rubber band. If you pull a rubber band back 1/4 of an inch and then let it go, it's got a little power, but not a lot. You take that same rubber band and now you pull it back 1/2 inch. It's 1/4 more than what it had before. And as a result, you get just a little bit more power. So you got to be willing to deal with the things that we're going to go through, the frustrations. All of these things are going to give us more power, because frustration is like pulling a rubber band. When you feel frustrated, when you feel stretched, just remember that when one end lets go, you are all set, headed where you need to go. Going there faster than you ever thought possible. So it's always going to be easy now. Are you going to have difficulties? Yes. Are things going to not go right sometimes? Yes. But if we push and if we keep trying, despite the feelings of frustration that we may have, we're going to reach our destination. We're going to reach our destination. Now, it may not be as fast as we want it to be. It may not be exactly the way that we want it to be. But if we hang in there, we will reach our goals. So just wanted to come on for a few minutes to share these things with you. Thank you so much for coming to hang out with me. I am going to run a couple errands. We'll be back on tomorrow for the after work live stream. That may be a late night one. We'll see how that plays out. But in the meantime and in between time, I say thank you to everybody. I wish you all the best, and we will see you on the next one. Y'all take care. Well, so isn't this interesting? So I literally had said that I was about to end the stream because I was gonna run an errand or two. And then I see that we've been rated by the one and only Big Bro African Dreaming. So hello to everyone that has come in. I guess we can't go nowhere now. Let me open this door to get some fresh air. What's going on, Big Bro? Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Psalm 146, Home and Garden. Thank you for coming in as part of the African Dreaming Raid. Big Bro Vision is in the house. Don't forget to smash the like button. So let me just kind of recap. Good gracious. Look at all these. Oh my God. Oh man. Wow. We got Big Rooster Show coming through. Thanks for coming through, Big Bro. How you doing? Let's see. Psalm 146 is speaking to everyone. We got my buddy Tamika Davis in the building. How are you doing, sis? RJ Funches, what's going on, bro? What's going on? I'm telling you, big bro. I'm telling you. Matter of fact, let me drop this link. I'm gonna drop the link. I'm gonna drop the link. Because I hopefully hopefully some of my big bros will come up so I can tell them thank you, and I guess we can see what they got to say about this here subject, because I'm interested to see. Um, the premise behind this conversation that we had earlier is frustration is different to everyone. So we all deal with different types of frustration. And it's not always about the source of the frustration, but sometimes it's simply about the frustration itself. So the comparison that I used earlier was Little Man. If I tell Little Man this weekend we're gonna play football, but then come Saturday I tell him something's come up, I'm not gonna be able to do it because I gotta take care of XYZ, there is a level of frustration that he experiences. Now, is he going to fly off the handle and start throwing stuff and that kind of deal? No, because he has home training. He is very respectful, and I'm very thankful because respect is something that I feel like is important when it comes to children and their parents. I think that that's one of those things that doesn't always exist as much as it used to. So, he ain't gonna throw no tantrum. He ain't gonna do nothing crazy. But I can look in his eyes and see that he's frustrated because he really wanted to play football. And by the same token, if something happens to my paycheck, something comes up, something has to be handled, whatever the case may be, even though it's different, one involves money, one doesn't involve money, whatever the case, however you want to split the apples and oranges, it's not about the source of the frustration, but the frustration is the same. The frustration is just as real to me as it is to Lil Man. So we all are going to deal with frustration. It's going to be there. There's no way around it. There is no way around it. It is going to exist. There will forever be frustration. Psalm 146 said frustration will always happen, but the real issue is how we handle the situation. Each action has a reaction, cause and effect. If we act in anger, it hurts everyone around. Very well said, Psalm 146. Very well said. And that's this concept that I wanted us to discuss today. You can't expect something to not exist. But just because it exists doesn't mean that it has to exist inside of you. Just because this concept of frustration exists doesn't mean that I have to allow frustration to continually exist inside of me. I have that option. I have that ability and that right to be able to say, you know what, I know this is a bad situation. I know it's getting on my nerves. I know it frustrates me, but I refuse to allow it to have power over me. And there's a big difference there. We acknowledge that these things exist, but I won't allow it to affect what I do. Because I know why I do what I do and the reasons behind what I do. So I refuse to allow this to knock me that far off course to the point where I can't keep doing what I need to do. Frustration is real. It exists. There's no way around it. But how do we handle the frustration? You see, frustration, if you think about it, it's kind of like lemons. Because see, lemon is bitter. You know what I mean? Lemon is bitter. By itself, it will knock your socks off. But you take that same lemon, you dilute it in a little bit of water, you throw in a little bit of that sugar, and before you know it, you have lemonade. Now, lemonade, that's a whole different story, boy. We drink lemonade all day long because even though there is a tartness in the lemonade, when it's prepared just right, there's enough sweet to kind of cut some of that tartness. So it's just enough for us to be able to enjoy, but not enough to the point where it just knocks us off of our socks or off of our feet, so to speak. Yeah, big bro, that's it. That's it. That's it. That's what we talking about. That's what we talking about. And see, frustration is similar to that. We're going to have frustration. We are going to have those bitter moments. We're going to have those things that don't seem to work out our way. Those things that make us feel like the man in the thumbnail for our live stream today. It's going to happen. The only way it won't happen is if you stay in the house all day. And even then, the odds are good that somehow, some way, you're going to experience some type of frustration. But it's up to us how we handle it. You know, we can take that thing head on, just no. You know what I mean? Can you imagine eating a lemon? He's biting into a lemon like that, like it's an apple. Boy, that thing knock your socks off. But you take that same lemon, mix it up a little bit, dilute it a little bit, and you can't stop drinking the lemonade. So when we face frustration, instead of reserving it to this category of negativity, this category of a bad character trait, this category of I need to do better, whatever the case may be, remember that you can take that same bitter frustration, add a little water to it, throw in a dash or two of sugar, and now it becomes a whole situation that you can enjoy. Thanks so much, big bro. I appreciate you, fam. I appreciate you. So, it's up to us. Are we gonna, on lemon and then just pucker the rest of the day? Or are we gonna do something smart so that we can deal with our frustration, so that our frustration is not too bitter, so that we accept the fact that there will be frustration? It's going to exist. There's no way around it. Now, right now, we've got 8 people in the chat. I could be frustrated. Man, I don't have 20 yet. I don't have 10 yet. Frustration can cause us to branch out into other categories like jealousy and envy. For instance, like me and Jay and me and Vision have had these conversations. The numbers in their live streams blow my mind, but I am so happy for them, genuinely, to see them succeeding and growing on this platform. So I'm not going to be upset because I may not have the numbers that they have when it comes to those that are in the live stream. It's okay. It's okay. I don't want you to get so frustrated that you become envious to the point where now you're damaging relationships that you need because of your emotions. You see what I'm saying? We got my buddy 755 Media. What's going on, sis? How you doing? How you doing? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Exactly, Psalm 146. If you stay on, they will come. And that's exactly what we're talking about. Because the frustration and the jealousy and all these other things that can begin to exist is because we want it right now because somebody else has it right now. But if we're humble, then we can build just like they build. And the difference is if we do it right, those individuals will be willing to help us to build because they've already done it. So they can help us to avoid some pitfalls. They can help us on the right track. You know what I mean? Hey, what do I know? What do I know? 755 Media's got that hand pink waving. That's what I'm talking about. That's it, sis. That's it. For the last month and a half, I've been trying to get out the next fitness video for our sponsor, Bulk Supplements. Now, there's been a lot of things that have happened that have caused me to be behind or whatever the case may be. And I became very frustrated. Now, fortunately, we were able to finish that. That video actually went live at like 1:30, 2 o'clock this morning, which is why I'm so tired and exhausted, because I had to go to sleep, then pop right back up to get to work, to go to work, and now we're live. Brother's tired. But hey, these are the things that I do to avoid the frustration. Talking about them with my family, reminding myself not to become frustrated. These are the things we got to do. Oh, Psalm 146, the cucumbers and the tomatoes are both looking really good. I need to do like another update YouTube short. So I'm going to try to do that out. I was reading your comment at 755 Media at the same time. I'm going to try to put out another short. I don't know, maybe this evening if I get home and I got enough sunlight of what the plants are looking like now, how they're doing, how they're growing. Thank you so much, 755, for sharing us out. We appreciate you, sis. We appreciate you. So yeah, it's different for everybody. It's different for everybody. What are we going to do? These things are going to exist. There's no way around them. They're going to exist. There will forever be something or someone that gets on our nerves, regardless. That's just how it goes. So the question is, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? How are we going to handle the frustration? What are we going to do? But remember, we often think of frustration with a negative connotation. But remember that when you are frustrated, it simply means that you want to accomplish what you're discussing. You want to accomplish your goal. Okay. Let's see. 755 said, Joe, you're always so kind and welcoming. Sharing you out is the least I can do. Thank you so much, sis. I appreciate you, 755. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. No problem at all, sis. No problem at all. We just appreciate you. You ain't even got to worry about that. You know how we do? You know what I mean? We ain't gonna let no little caps lock get in the way of nothing. That came from your heart. From your heart. And we appreciate you, sis. We do. All kidding aside, we do. So, that ain't any big deal at all. That ain't any big deal at all. Psalm 146 said, what we can do is pray for the good for the people that irritate us. And in the process of praying, the Lord changes our own hearts and attitudes. Very well said, Psalm 146. Very well said. Prayer is indeed powerful. It is indeed powerful. So, we're going to face stuff. Stuff is going to happen. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. There are very few things that frustrate me. I am normally very calm, very laid back. But I'm going to tell you one of the things that frustrates me. Me. Good gracious, boy, that sun, woo! Boy, that sun trying to take me out, y'all. One of the things that frustrates me the most is me. My own idiosyncrasies, the things about me that I wish that I could change, the things that I wish that I could change, whether it be something I wish I wasn't doing or something that I wish that I could do. Yeah, that part. So I have the option. I can become overly frustrated with myself, about myself, or I can choose to overcome the frustration by helping others. And that's it. See, Psalm 146 said we can definitely be our own worst enemy sometimes. Very well said, Psalm 146. Very well said. Yeah, sometimes we are our worst critic. I know I am my worst critic, period. I just am. Hey, my dear friend Beverly, how you doing, sis? Thank you for coming through. You know what I mean? I can sit here and because I'm frustrated with myself, think certain things, do certain things, whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, have I really fixed the issue? Because although I get on my own nerves, it may simply mean, and 9 times out of 10 it does, that there is room for me to improve in me, in what I do, how I do what I do, and that in so doing, it'll help me to deal with these feelings of frustration. And then eventually, I can move from that subject to another subject, to another subject, to another subject. And I keep going because I'm not overly wrapped up in the frustration that I'm dealing with. I'm not overly concerned about the mistakes that I make on a daily basis. I'm not overly concerned about why I'm not this and why don't I have that, and why is it taking so long for this to happen, and why is it taking so long for that to happen. Did I do all of these things? I don't have to worry about but so much. I don't have to worry about but so much. We got my buddy Kim in the building, the educated natural. What is going on, sis? Kim said, hey, motivation from the weightlifting geek and everyone. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. See, Psalm 146 said, if you dwell on it all day and let it stew, it actually causes cholesterol levels to rise, and leads to other bad effects. Be angry, but sin not. Let not the sun go down upon your anger. Okay, I got you. I got you, Psalm 146. I got you. We're going to have frustrations. We're going to have things that get on our nerves. Psalm made a good point, and what we're reminded of to focus on the things that we can control. We can't control everything, but we can focus on the things that we can control. And when we take care of those, it helps some. I'm not going to say it makes it perfect, but it does help some. So I'm just encouraging everybody to focus on what you can change. Oh, cortisol. So Psalm 146, I'm gonna blame it on being tired. I'm gonna blame it on being hungry. I ain't had no bacon today. Not cholesterol, cortisol, the stress hormone. Thank you, sis. Thank you. All I'm saying is don't quit. All I'm saying is don't quit. Now, next week I'm going to be incredibly MIA when it comes to YouTube. I got some things that I got to take care of. And I know that next week is going to be horrible. I'm going to try to get in 1 or 2 late night live streams. But I know that it's going to be difficult. But it don't mean that I'm stopping. Doesn't mean that I'm not trying. Because I got to take care of these things I got to take care of next week. And then when I come back, just I'm going to try my best to get some content created, have it locked and loaded in the chamber, if you will, so that I can just start dropping these videos. Because I got to start dropping more videos to get into this long form YouTube algorithm. So that's what we're going to do. That is what we're going to do. Let's see. We got Big Bro and Big Sis, M&T Living and Cooking, Floridian content creators have entered the building. What's good with you? Psalm 146 said, it's good to know that ahead of time so that we aren't all worried that something happened. Exactly. And that's why I wanted to mention it, Psalm 146, just so that everybody knows I'm going to be taking a week off next week. I got some things to take care of and that kind of deal. So I'm going to be occupied. I'm going to try my best to do a couple late night live streams for a little bit. We'll see how that plays out. But yeah, I just wanted to update you on that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I'm missing. I don't think that there is. I do need to run into the store to run these errands real quick so I can get to the house. But I want to say thank you to each and every one of you that came through. Thank you for showing us some love. Thank you for being here. Thank you to Big Bro and Big Sis over there at African Dreaming for the raid. We appreciate you. Oh, snap. I hope y'all feel better. We've been under the weather, so hopefully we'll go live next week. I got you. Hope y'all feel better. Hope y'all feel better for sure. So we appreciate you all. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for being the amazing part of this community that you are. We appreciate you. We hope everybody has a good evening. And I've already played the B-roll for the members, so we won't worry about playing it again. But we will definitely see you tomorrow at some point for some type of live stream. Y'all be on the lookout. Take care, and we will see you soon.